This video is about how to meditate instantaneously, how to go into meditation in 1 or 2 seconds and without techniques or methods. To begin the subject, I would like to tell you a little story. When I began the spiritual path, I entered into a system that initiated me into several techniques and methods of meditation. And techniques and methods, of course, involve discipline. Discipline, techniques, and method obviously involve control, and the ego loves control. So this ego, at that time, decades ago, became fascinated with methods and techniques and control. So the result of this was that one day I was practicing already psychotherapy, which was my profession at that time, decades ago. And a young man came to sessions because he wanted to deal with some issue. And during our conversations, he told me that he was in a Zen meditation group. So, because here there was great interest in meditation techniques and methods, I asked him, well, what type of method or meditation technique do you use? So this is what he told me. Well, we come to a room in the evening and we sit in a circle, and our master says, meditate. And then we enter in meditation, and at the end, each one goes to their home. I said, well, that's interesting, but nobody asked the teacher, how do I meditate? Can you give me a technique? And he said, well, in the beginning, the newcomers, yes, may ask that question, and then the teacher will say, meditate. So I said, well, this is interesting, obviously, but it's probably ineffective and it doesn't work. And I just kept going with what I was doing. Years later, more than 2 decades later, I became disenchanted with the whole thing about methods and techniques of meditation and discipline. And I began to look into Advaita and Non-Duality, which in a way is the opposite. It's about letting go, right? Stop the fascination with control, letting go of the ego, finding your true nature, which is not about control. And there I learned and I realized that meditation was something that you can do instantaneously. So many of you may know already how it works in Advaita, but here it is. Basically, you don't even sit to meditate. It's not advised in Advaita to sit in a cushion or a chair to meditate, because then you begin to have 2 different lives. It's like a schizophrenia. You're an angel when you are on the cushion and a demon during the rest of the day. Not everybody, of course. Some can bring the peace of meditation into their everyday life, but not that many. I have seen this. So I realized that in Advaita you don't sit to meditate. You meditate during the day and you access meditation instantaneously, 2 seconds. And you use a pointer. What is a pointer? It's a short sentence which is basically an order. That order is like this. Rest as open awareness. That's one pointer. Rest as open awareness. What do you do after that? You follow the pointer. And if you follow the pointer correctly, you go into open awareness and you rest there. It takes 2 seconds. And it's very effective. There are other pointers, there are many pointers. Rest as consciousness, as simple as that. Rest as the self. Rest as the background of all things. Rest as the background of all this. There is just this, and no one here. Or in reverse, there is no one here, you empty yourself, and then there is just this. And then you feel the oneness, because you took yourself out of the picture. And on and on and on. These are simple sentences that lead you into meditation like this. What is meditation? Meditation is to rest in your true nature, consciousness, emptiness, the formless consciousness. Okay. So, another obsession in meditation is perfectionism around depth, trying to go deep in meditation. Nothing wrong with going deep in meditation, by all means. If you can do it, do it. But in a way, it's more important the continuity during the day. What percentage of the day you are in the presence? You are resting as your true self. 1% of the day? 2, 3, 4, 5%? In the beginning, it will be very little. Try to set aside, for example, a moment to walk in the evening or in the morning or both. And walking is excellent to practice meditation. And then try to bring this state to other areas of your life. When you're talking with someone, when you're listening, when you are working, depending on the type of work that you are doing, when you are playing, when you are with friends, when you are with clients, if you are a healer. Weave meditation into your life and gradually increase the time you spend in resting as your true nature. Increase that time very gradually. When you get to 25%, your life has changed completely. What changes is that you have peace. Enlightenment is peace under all circumstances. So the more you stay in this state, the more peace you have in your life. Sometimes it manifests as bliss, that's fine. But peace is the foundation. Give peace a chance. John Lennon, right? How do you know that you're entering meditation? Your body informs you. You already know how to meditate. You already know how to go there. You just tell yourself, rest as open awareness. And then what happens is that your shoulders relax. Your breathing becomes deeper. Perhaps you smile. From within, not something that is forced. Your brain waves slow down. Beta waves are gone, alpha waves increase, theta waves increase. Your body-mind system informs you that you are are in the right place, that you did the right internal movement in consciousness. It's like removing yourself from the movie of the mind a little bit, taking a little step back and resting. It's called the step back in Zen, step back and rest as consciousness, which is the observation of the movie of the mind. It's not the mind. Consciousness is not the mind. Consciousness is that which looks at the mind. So you step back a little bit and you rest. It feels great. Then you can do this all day long. Gradually your life is transformed. Without drama, without much discipline. Then waking up really helps, right? Waking up is the revelation that you are consciousness, that you are pure awareness, formless consciousness, formless awareness, and that you're not so and so. You're not your name or the mind or any idea you have about you or any feeling you have about you or any accomplishment you made in the past. You're nothing like that. You're just this awareness that is looking at the movie of the mind. You're not the body, you're not the mind. You are pure consciousness, formless consciousness. That's the revelation of awakening. It helps immensely. So how you can attain awakening? Well, same thing, you know. You can go into methods and systems and go on for decades and nothing will happen. Check the awakening protocol at brainoptimization.com. It takes 3 hours. Yes, it takes 3 hours because the conditioning is very heavy around I am so and so. But through a process of clarifying certain concepts and also some awareness exercises, the revelation comes. And it takes only 3 hours. So check that page. There could be a link below this YouTube too. Then after awakening, you know, you want to use the awakening to rest in your true nature, which is consciousness, as much as you can, without obsessing, because the mind still, after awakening, it has a momentum. It keeps going. The I thought, the I conditioning, the conditioning that you are an I and so tends to continue. So it takes time to clean all that material, to release it. That process is called embodiment of the awakening, and the embodiment leads to liberation. Part of the embodiment process is to keep increasing the time that you spend in meditation during the day, while you are working, while you are doing. As Ramana Maharshi used to call it, abide as the self. Abide as the formless consciousness. Okay, good luck with your meditations.